Hey, this is Paul from Guitar World, and what I have here is the Rocktron Utopia G100 floor guitar processor. Now, Rocktron have been innovators in the field of guitar processing, and the Utopia is the first in its series. So let's take a closer look. Keep in mind that the Utopia has 128 presets, 64 user and 64 presets from the factory. So you can store up to 128 different presets and sounds in order to get those tones you're looking for. Rocktron has made it easier to get great guitar sounds by just moving 4 knobs on the faceplate. Starting by the preset select, you just spin the knob and you can see all the different settings. Once you find a setting you want to work with, you move over to the function select knob and begin by moving that knob so you can tweak every parameter. Once you've got your sound dialed in, easy ways to access your presets are all done through the expression pedal and the up and down foot switches, and then the recall foot switch. And if you want to mute your preset, you just hold this down for 2 seconds and you mute the whole unit. The one thing to keep in mind about the Utopia is you can really get the most out of this unit if you use it in a stereo configuration. And if you look at the jacks over here, you have your guitar input and then the 2 stereo jacks. Now, you don't have to use it, but like I said, the sounds are really great when used in stereo. There's also an auxiliary input, a phone jack. You need power, which is included. You can't run this on batteries, and the on-off switch. Now, 2 things that you have to also keep in mind about this unit. There's no built-in tuner, and you can't access a wah feature from the expression foot switch. You kind of have to dial it in as a preset. So those are the only 2 things to keep in mind. Let's begin by hearing what I consider the signature Rocktron solo sound, which happens to be the first preset, the Utopia G100. And also, you just got to dig the very cool blue LED on the screen. Great to read on a very dark stage. Here we go. Here's another setting called Clean Strat, and it really captures the spank of a Strat. Here we go. Here's a nice medium gain setting called Studio Blues. I really dig this setting because it's very smooth. Check it out. Here's another great clean setting called Twin Verb. Let's check it out. This one's for the metal guys. It's called Thrash Lord. Here we go. Here's a nifty patch called Old Organ. Here's a really nice echo setting called Echo Etude. Finally, let's just show you a quick thing on the expression pedal. Of course, you can control all the parameters of the flange and choruses and volume swells, and it also has a built-in whammy and as well a little bit of a harmonizer in there. So let's just show you the whammy so you get an idea of how the expression pedal works. Here we go. Finally, let's hear the wah preset. The Rocktron Utopia G100 is a solid and sophisticated floor guitar processing unit. I'm fairly confident you're going to be able to build your own perfect future in this utopia. Check it out.